Maybe this is why Google was like, take a different direction. We're trying to get down to Great Sand Dunes right now.
Protect the animal.
I am officially a good guy.
And Google kept trying to reroute us. And I'm like, stop it, Google. Stop rerouting us. We want to go this way because Truck Router says this is the way to go. This is a whole nother video on how we route, how we decide which routes we're going to take with the trailer to make sure that we're safe.
Here's the video.
And that we're going to fit.
We use Truck Router.
No, it's more than that. I do all the navigation. Don't listen to him. I do it all. And it's more detailed than that. Like you guys, I'm like looking at forums and anyway. So they kept trying to reroute us. I can see why Google's trying to reroute us in this spot because it is...
There's road work for 21 miles.
Ton of road work. Whatever. We have nowhere to be except for Great Sand Dunes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even 10 a.m. We're fine.
Yeah. What'd you do?
We just went on the hunt.
We saw a duck
And
a bunny
and a bird.
and a bird. Cece, whenever I keep finding animals, she goes, oh, I want to get it. So it's actually kind of funny because she thought she could catch a rabbit.
So we're here at Sand Dunes Recreation, which is like a pool / RV campground just a couple miles outside of the Great Sand Dunes National Park. And we had planned to be here for 2 nights. We've realized 2 things. 1, we don't want to stay here longer than we have to. And 2, driving on Monday would mean that Nate would have to take a day of PTO. So I just called our next campsite and they are going to get us in early. But in the meantime, we're just going to kind of explore around here. They do have a pool here. Completely honest, I don't know if we're going to do it. I don't know if we're going to do the whole pool thing. It's super busy. First of all, I thought that the pool was kind of like included as an amenity, which is stupid because this campground is like super cheap. But it'd be $25 for us all to swim because we're staying here. If we weren't staying here, it would have been $50 for all of us to swim, which definitely would not have been worth it. But we're gonna get up nice and early and explore the sand dunes, do the whole ranger badge thing, junior ranger, get their badges, and then we are getting out of southern Colorado and we're heading back up to the mountains where our hearts are. Does it look like a big pile of sand or a little pile?
I think it's a big one. I think those sand mountains are small.
What?
They have but a lot some of them are big.
Yeah, they're pretty cool as we're getting up closer.
This is bizarre. We're in the desert, there's sand dunes, and there's like...
But there's also mountains.
a kind of a river?
It's a creek, technically.
Let's go.
Alright, guys, I'll come help you. Oh, my ankles are freezing. Girls screaming.
I want to.
This place is weird.
Okay, so we've got marsh in green.
I've needed lots of help.
Desert.
Desert.
Onto every
Mountains.
Oh,
This place has it all.
It has it all.
You swimming?
Yeah. Are you guys bringing your surfboards?
Yep, we're bringing our boards.
They came prepared, Titus.
Alright, go ahead. Show me. Jump on it.
My name's Titus. This is T-I-T.
Jump on it.
So the sand dunes are a lot cooler than I expected them to be. They're huge. It's really cool because you have all the sand dunes, and in the background we have the mountains. I will say we were not prepared to come here today. 3 things I would do differently to be prepared. Plan to spend all day here, first of all. We only planned like a couple hours. Number 2, wear swimsuits, not jeans, because there's a huge creek that comes through that you have to walk through. And number 3, bring a sled. So it's so weird because you have to like have your sled or your snowboard, but like also wear swimsuit. So that's what I would do next time I come. Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
You gotta wash your feet off,
There's the cactus.
You see it? This one right here. And the insect, there's an insect right next to the cactus. So now we want to either find a flower or some animal tracks.
Oh, no.
Titus and Cece, nice to meet you guys. What was your favorite thing to see in the park, Cece?
Cece, what did you like best when we were over by the dunes?
See? Water.
Did you go in the creek?
Oh,
Yeah.
we did.
Was it cold?
Yeah.
Do you know where that water comes from?
What?
Do you have any guesses?
No?
You see that snow at the top of the mountains over there? It melts and goes all the way down the mountains and ends up in our creek. Isn't that cool?
Is it the mountains? I can see
Yes.
you all the way over there.
You can see me all the way over there.
So now am I? So in West, I guess, did I become a junior ranger?
Well, almost. You got to tell me about your drawing first.
Okay. This is my friend. This is me. This is Ben.
Well, I think that you are more than qualified to become junior ranger. So we are going to give you the stamp of approval. Would you like to stamp it?
Yeah.
Anywhere you'd like. Do you know why being a junior ranger is important?
Because we have to listen to a ranger.
So you saw all of these super cool things today. You saw the creek and the dunes and the mountains, and you saw Catman. And someday, you guys are going to be in charge of protecting all of those things and making...
And I saw a cactus.
Yes, we have to protect the cactus. All right, stand up straight. Right hand up.
Other right.
And repeat after me. As a junior ranger,
As a junior ranger,
I promise
I promise
to keep nature clean and beautiful,
to keep nature clean and beautiful,
to protect plants and animals,
protect plants and animals,
to keep wildlife wild,
to keep wildlife wild,
and to never stop learning about national parks.
and to never stop learning about national parks.
No matter how old I am.
And then I can see all over.
Good job.
Congratulations, junior rangers. You have made it. Would you like to celebrate with a patch or a badge?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we got
Congratulations. I hope you had a good time.
Thank you.
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for watching Brave. Blazing Brave. Subscribe to our channel. Not Subscribe to our channel.